It was sunshine at the start of the race with the 39-car grid assembled for the first of 5 4-hour races for the season and 2 here at Sepang as the series returns to Southeast Asia for the first time since 2020. Teams ready to go, drivers ready to go as the cars came down for the switch of the lights from red to green in the start of the season. Michael Dinan led the field. John Falb would try to get around the outside into and through turn 1. It nearly worked, but not quite for the Las Vegas resident. It would be the TF Sport car that got to the apex of turn 2 first, but it would be dramas behind. The first George Kurtz, and afterwards a gaggle of the GT3 cars. Kurtz turned around by contact with the 25 car, and amongst the cars to suffer problems, it was I think a clash between the Purex racing car and Craft Bamboo, and then a further contact between the Craft Bamboo AMG and the luckless Herbeth racing car of Anterasau. The 33 car would suffer delay that would see them not recover up the order. The 37 would retire. That set the stage for a recovery drive from the back by Kay Cozzolino, the pro driver put in to start the race. He would run to the front but would later suffer as the car came out of full course yellow. The car stuck in gear. Some brilliant racing up and down the field. Kurtz and Loggy in the battle of the bronzes for a little wee while. That left a hot but not bothered George Kurtz. And later on, a great battle between Sally Jolich fending off a charging Paul-Loup Chatin in the 55 car. Near miss there, but it would be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door stuff between the two. Fantastic racing, fair, squeaky clean, and really exciting to watch as Chatin finally made a move stick over the stubborn, rapid Turkish driver. Both cars would go on to finish this race, not perhaps in the positions they would like to have done. 4th for the 55 car, it would be 7th for TF Sports, and Gunnar Jeanette showing his appreciation.
It's
it was
regrettable
side by side between the 22 car and the number 30 Duquesne and Proton Competition. It was just a loss of grip at the front of the then leading Duquesne team car that saw a little bit of contact, and Colin Bennett pitched off and going right to the back of the LMP2 pack, where he would finish 11th and not first. 22 car going through to lead at that point. That would bring out the safety car, and hard-earned gaps went to naught as the 30 car would rejoin the circuit. There's Proton Competition having looked at the weather centre, but 99 Racing and DCAR Engineering at this stage. Nikita Mazepan and Lawrence Herr side by side. The emerging LMP2 talent versus the ex-Formula 1 driver, and it would be the emerging talent that came up on top. Lawrence Herr saw the gap open up in front of him just wide enough to put the nose of the number 3 the DKR car in, but it would be back again under caution after an as yet unexplained incident for the Viper Nisa car in the hands of Josh Burton. That car out of the race. And further caution as Dan Harper saw his newly fitted wet leave the wagon, and it was weather that would dominate the very end of this race, and an emerging battle between Louis Delatraz and Mathieu Vazevière. Big twitch there from the leader, a bigger twitch from the chasing second place car. Vazevière lucky to get through that and back onto track. He would re-emerge, retake the track as the safety car was called. Quite correctly, the red flag then deployed for conditions which were pretty much undrivable at that stage. So congratulations and commiserations for all. It would be a win in GT for the unchallenged Santalot racing car, Cool Racing the win in LMP3. 99 Racing, Orica the winner overall, with Louis Delatraz bringing the car back in the most challenging conditions possible.